The race that never stops. Have you ever noticed how quickly top-tier hardware seems to age? You build the perfect PC, and within 2 years, a new generation launches promising to be faster, cooler, and smarter. But in the world of processors, newer doesn't always mean better value. In recent years, AMD has been running a marathon at a sprinter's pace. From the moment they caught up to Intel, they started dictating the rules. Today, we are breaking down the big three of modern AMD architectures: Zen 3, Zen 4, and Zen 5. We will uncover where the real engineering breakthroughs happened, where the marketing took over, and which generation actually deserves your money today.
Zen 3, Ryzen 5000, the latency killer and the end of AM4. When Zen 3 Ryzen 5000 series launched in late 2020, it marked a pivotal moment. Before this, AMD CPUs were fantastic for productivity, but often lagged behind Intel in gaming due to memory latency. The revolution under the hood. AMD engineers did something brilliant with the chip layout. Before Zen 3, cores were split into groups of 4. If a core from Group A needed data from Group B, the signal had to travel a long path, causing delays. In Zen 3, they unified 8 cores into a single complex, CCX, with direct access to a shared L3 cache. The result? This eliminated the latency penalty. The Ryzen 5900X and the legendary 5800 3D became gaming kings. Zen 3 was the architecture that squeezed every last drop of performance out of the AM4 socket and DDR4 memory. It remains the swan song of the old platform, still incredibly relevant for budget builds today.
Zen 4, Ryzen 7000, raw power and the new platform. With the release of Zen 4 in 2022, AMD stopped playing it safe. They changed everything. A new socket, AM5, new memory, DDR5 only, and a new manufacturing process, 5 nanometers. Key changes: frequency spike. While Zen 3 operated around 4.5 to 4.9 GHz, Zen 4 easily hit 5.7 GHz right out of the box. This was a massive injection of brute force. AVX 512. AMD added support for AVX 512 instructions. To the average gamer, this sounds like alphabet soup, but for emulation like RPC S3 and complex workloads, it provided a massive performance boost. L2 cache. They doubled the L2 cache to 1 MB per core. The result? Zen 4 was a muscle upgrade. They took a successful formula and injected it with steroids, higher clocks, and the massive bandwidth of DDR5. However, this generation ran hot by design, with 95 degrees Celsius operating temperatures becoming the new normal.
Zen 5, Ryzen 9000, intelligence over frequency. And now we arrive at the present day, Zen 5, 2024. If Zen 4 was about more frequency, Zen 5 is about more brains. AMD didn't push the gigahertz much higher. Instead, they focused on how much work the processor can do in a single clock cycle. IPC, instructions per clock. What changed inside? The architecture was radically redesigned. A wider front end. The CPU can now ingest and decode more instructions simultaneously. Better branch prediction. The processor is better at guessing what it needs to do in the next millisecond, making fewer mistakes and reducing idle time. Efficiency. Surprisingly, Zen 5 consumes significantly less power than Zen 4 while delivering better performance. The result, the IPC uplift is around 16% compared to Zen 4. However, at launch, many gamers were whelmed. Why? Because in pure gaming, Zen 5 didn't show a massive leap over the highly clocked Zen 4 chips, especially the X3D variants. Zen 5 is a foundation for the future. focused on efficiency and complex math, including AI, rather than just raw FPS.
Verdict: which one should you buy? The evolution from Zen 3 to Zen 5 illustrates how the industry's priorities are shifting. Zen 3 was about fixing past mistakes and dominating on older memory. Zen 4 was a forceful transition to the new DDR5 standard. Zen 5 is an engineering optimization, preparing us for the era of AI and energy efficiency. The TechVault recommendation: the budget saver. If you are on an old PC and want to save money, the Ryzen 5700 X3D Zen 3 still handles every modern game effortlessly. The gamer's choice. If you are building a new machine strictly for gaming, the Ryzen 7 7800 X3D Zen 4 remains the absolute king of price to performance. The Hybrid Pro. If you need a versatile workstation that runs cooler, renders video faster, and handles complex calculations, Ryzen 9000 Zen 5 is the smartest investment. Technology doesn't stand still, but remember, the best processor is the one that's already in your PC, allowing you to do what you love without slowing you down.